Okay, you are all back. Let's do this question, which evaluate the sum of, let me check here. So the question say, evaluate the sum of each arithmetic sequence, or arithmetic series, sorry. So now, this is the series that you are given. How are you able to identify that is a series? Because of the addition sign. Then now, let's verify that indeed what you are dealing with is arithmetic series. You can verify by taking the difference. If the number you get here is the same with the number you get there, then now you have validated that indeed what you are dealing with is arithmetic series. Then now, in this case, we're going to subtract 5 and 3, which gives you an answer of a 2. You subtract 7 and 5, which gives you an answer of a 2. Therefore, because these two are the same, then you have confirmed that indeed what you are dealing with is a arithmetic series, because the common difference is 2 in this case. Let's just indicate what is the value of the first term from this series. We obtained a 3. And what is the common difference? The common difference in this case is it's a 2. How many terms do we have? What is the value of n? How many terms do we have in total that we are dealing with in this case? There are 12. You see that? Yes, that is the information we have. We want to find the summation of this term. What do you get when you sum all the terms? It's difficult to do it manually, but fortunately for this, we are dealing with few terms. There are 12. But let's just assume a case wherein you have 100 terms. It's going to be very difficult for you to deal with that. Therefore, that's why you need to use a formula, which you must not forget even a single day. This is the formula for the arithmetic series. So it's n over 2. I've even given you the derivation for the formula because it does come in the exam. They will ask you to derive that formula. You can even go and check from the previous question paper. You will see a question which requires you to do the derivation of arithmetic series. Okay, then now we want to find for the summation of 12 terms, the addition of 12 terms. So it's S12, which is equal to where we have an n, we replace by 2, divided by 2 into, you can see these are the square brackets. Why do we use the square brackets? Because inside we have the curly brackets. So now we have 2 into the first term, then we are given as 3 plus, and then where we have n, we replace by 12 minus 1. Where we have d, we replace by 2. Then what is left for you is to put that into your calculator. You will obtain the answer for that. But if you are good enough with mathematics, you can simplify this further by saying 12 divided by 2, it gives you 6. Into 2 multiplied by 3, it gives you 6 plus 12 minus 1, it gives you 11 times 2. And then you do further simplification, it's going to be 6 plus 11 times 2 is 22. And then this is 6 into 6 plus 22, it gives you 28. And then you do the multiplication of 6 multiplied by 28 using your calculator. and then you get the final answer there. What's the final answer?
168.
168. These steps are not necessary. You can just put this into your calculator, you will obtain the correct answer. But make sure you put this correctly into your calculator so that you don't get a wrong answer because of the calculator. So you must be able to put this into your calculator. Otherwise, these steps are not necessary, but the final answer is important there. Tell me, are you fine with what we have done up to so far?
Yes.
Okay, can I give you a question to try?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the question I want you to attempt before I do it with you on the board. So I'll be giving you, let me say 5 minutes to deal with that question. So it means by 10 minutes to, you should be done so that I can use the remaining 10 minutes to do the correction for the question. So try, and when you are done, you can just send to me so that I see if you manage to get it right. So it's your time now to do that question. Okay, 5 minutes has elapsed. Is there anyone who was able to get something? We would like to challenge the answer you get. Can you tell me the answer you were able to get? So the sum you were able to get is equal to what? Okay, so silence mean no one was able to get the sum of that question. Is that the case? Okay. Let me do the question with you. So when you don't understand, you let me know. So now the very first thing you're supposed to do is to verify if what you are given is a series or a sequence. I believe by now you can be able to tell that indeed what you are given is a series. And at the second, to confirm that what you are given is arithmetic series or not. Because in later stage, we are going to cover what is called a geometric series. So you should be able to distinguish the difference. So here we're dealing with arithmetic series. And now to verify that is arithmetic series or not, you check what is called the common divisor, which you're going to take by subtracting 9 and 4. What is 9 minus 4? It's 5, right? 14 minus 9, it gives you what? Are we all together?
Yes.
Okay. So now, there are 3 things which you're supposed to have in order for you to obtain the sum. The first is the first value you're supposed to have is for the first term, which in this case is 4. And then the D, which in this case is what? Is 5. But there's just one last thing which you're supposed to obtain. Can you tell me that last thing, which is very important in this question for you to obtain? What is it that you're supposed to obtain? Is the number of terms, ne? So now, can you tell me what is the number of terms on this series that you are given there? How many terms do we have? So
I got 11.
You got 11 terms, okay? How did you get 11 terms?
I took the normal arithmetic sequence thingy. Yes, that equation.
Yes.
And then I substituted what I have to find n. So since 54 was the last term, I said 54 is equals to 4 plus n minus 1 times 5.
Exactly. This
And
is
then
how
I
you do it. And then from there you make n the sum of the formula.
Yes, and then my answer was 11.
Exactly, that's very true. So let me explain this further for some of you who maybe were confused about how we obtain the n, because this n is the one which is very critical on this question. So this question is not straightforward like the one we have done before, because with that one we were given the terms as according to numerical order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 15. It was simple for us to obtain the n, which in this case is not the same. We are not given the terms in terms of numerical order. We don't have 1, we don't have 2, we don't have 3. We're having 4, 9, 14, and other terms which you can be able to find. So if you have such kind of situation, you need to use the sister formula in order for you to obtain the value of n. So the sister formula is for the arithmetic sequence. So you can be able to use the arithmetic sequence formula on the arithmetic series. Remember, what is the role of arithmetic sequence formula? Is for getting the next term. Let's say, for an example, you want to obtain the next term here or the next terms. There is no way that you can obtain these terms except by using the what? The arithmetic sequence. So take note of that, it's very important. That's why in this case, for us to know how many terms do we have in total from this, you need to use that formula, because that answer will be able to clarify by getting the value of n. The n, it gives you the number, the total number of terms we have there. So, but this sequence is a finite sequence, which the last term is given by 54, and we know last term is indicated by Tn, or the nth term is indicated by Tn. That's why when we have Tn, we substitute 54. Where we have A, we substitute 4, because it's the first term. Where we have D, we substitute 5. And from there, you then simplify. There are many methods you can use to simplify them. Let me use the simplest one. You take 4 to that side, you're going to have 54 minus 4, which is equal to n minus 1 multiplied by 5. 54 minus 4, it gives you 50, which is equal to n minus 1 multiplied by 5. And then you divide both sides by 5, so that 5 and 5 cancel each other. So when they cancel each other, you'll be left with n minus 1. 50 divided by 5, it gives you an answer of 10. And the negative 1, you take it to the side, it's going to give you n, which is equal to 10 plus 1, which is 11. So that's why n in this case is equal to 11. So take note of what we have done there. It's very, very important. After having the n, you can then apply the formula for the arithmetic sequence series, which is 2a plus into n minus 1 multiplied by d. Let's substitute what we have. Now we know exactly how many terms we're dealing with. So you can say summation of 11 terms. So which will be equal to where you have n, you substitute 11 over 2 into 2. Where you have a, you substitute 4 plus 11 minus 1. Where we have d, we substitute 5. So then now, what do you get when you substitute that into your calculators?
319.
319. And that is the answer we were looking for in these questions. So now it's your time to ask what you did not understand. Otherwise, we have covered the first part of what is called arithmetic series. So it's your time to ask questions now. Okay, can I give you a homework which you will have to submit by 8 tonight?
All right.
Okay, so her homework is from questions I gave you. So I want you to do question number, let me write them here. So on question number 1, I want you to do question number 1B and F. And the last question will be question number 6. So I need you to do 3 questions. So it's question number 1B, question number F, and question number 6 from the questions I sent on the group. Make sure you send back the question to me before 8 tonight. Otherwise, if you don't have any question, that's where we are going to stop for today. Okay, we are done. Sharp.